Namaskar and welcome to our channel Tejomay Bharat. In the previous episode, we learned that Babar took the Pothi to Shimla and upon his return forwarded it to Colonel James Waterhouse, the then president of the Asiatic Society of Bengal. Since Hamilton Bower discovered it, the Pothi came to be known as the Bower manuscript. In this episode, we will learn more about the Pothi itself. Waterhouse exhibited the manuscript at the monthly meeting of the Society on 5 November 1890. Initial attempts to decipher the manuscript proved unsuccessful until German Indologist Georg Buhler succeeded in reading and translating just 2 leaves of the manuscript. Here, listeners, enters the most important characters of our story, Augustus Frederic Rudolf Hoernlé, a German-British Orientalist, in fact our hero of sorts. A bit about Hoernle. He was born in Sikandra, Agra, British India, in a Protestant missionary family which descended from a long line of missionaries and included both linguists and revolutionaries. Hoernle was a British subject by birth. He was sent to Germany to his grandparents at age 7 and was initially educated there. Hoernle attended school in Switzerland after completing theological studies in Chantal and the University of Basel, later moving to London and studying Sanskrit under Theodore Goldstucker. He returned to India in 1865, teaching first at the Banaras Hindu University and later at the University of Calcutta. As the Pothi was discovered in the Asian plains, Hoernle was given the Bower manuscript to decipher in February 1891. He faced some complex challenges. First, the language itself. Despite his study of Sanskrit and the knowledge of other regional languages, he was left dumbfounded. The language appeared to be Sanskrit, but it neither was nor was it written in a known script. It was unlike anything known at the time. Here's a small example to illustrate his difficulty. You can read the word example, but not when it's written in the Devanagari script. What if it were written as Beispiel or example in German? So now we need someone who might be fluent in English, German and the Devanagari scripts. A linguist perhaps. Now this was a near impossible task. And remember, listeners, there were no auto-translate tools available then, and certainly Google was not even conceived. The second challenge was that the manuscript was written on birch leaves and had weathered the passage of time, and as a result, some of the text had become completely illegible. Here we must appreciate Hoernle's tenacity. He studied several reference scriptures and eventually worked out that the script was Gupta Brahmi Lipi. The Gupta Empire, founded by Maharaja Sri Gupta, was an Indian realm that covered much of the Indian subcontinent from approximately 320 to 550 BC. Gupta rule, while solidified by territorial expansion through war, began a period of peace and prosperity marked by advancements in science, technology, engineering, art, dialectics, literature, logic, mathematics, astronomy, religion, and philosophy. Although Hoernle now knew the script, he still didn't know the language it was written in. During his research, he learned that several Buddhist texts of the time were written in the Brahmi Lipi. So he started studying Buddhism. His persistence finally paid off, and Hoernle discovered that the Bower manuscript contained a hybrid language written in the Gupta Brahmi script. Hoernle worked diligently for almost 4 years before he could publish a complete index of the text, featuring an annotated English translation and illustrated facsimile plates between 1893 and 1897. A Sanskrit text was published in 1908, and the revised translation of the medical portions 1, 2 and 3 in 1909. The introduction appeared in 1912. The publication was then completed in 1914. Hoernle had spent nearly 2 decades on deciphering the Bower manuscript. He estimated the scripture to be from 600 BC, making it the oldest document ever to be found. Several British newspapers reported these findings, unleashing a stampede of sorts as archaeologists, explorers, researchers, as well as plunderers and forgers made their way to the East and Central Asia. Many of them did go on to find items of interest, but nothing quite as significant as the Bower manuscript. Now that our manuscript has been successfully deciphered, to look at all the treasures it held within, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Leave us a comment below and connect with us. I look forward to your company in the next episodes. Namaskar.